The Bears are locked in to draft Caleb Williams with the first overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. This brings many to question the impact that he will have on this struggling Bears team. The Bears' last postseason victory was in 2011 against my hometown Seahawks. Does Caleb Williams make the Bears a playoff contender? Stick around as former Bears defensive tackle Tank Johnson joins us here on Bailey Price Media to break down the impact Caleb Williams will have on the Bears. See you on the other side. All right, I am here with former Bears defensive tackle Tank Johnson. Tank, as a former Bear, Caleb Williams coming into Chicago, what do you think of this? Do you think Caleb Williams will be able to elevate Bears offense? They have Keenan Allen and other big-time pieces coming in there to go along with what they already have. Do you think Caleb Williams will be able to elevate that offense?
I do. I think if history is any indication or an indicator, I think that if you look at like Colin Kaepernick's first year, Russell Wilson, RG3, these guys come into the league with that dual threat, and they all have their little nuance to the way they run, to the way they pass. And that first year, it usually catches defensive coordinators off guard. They don't really know how to scheme against him in that first couple of years. And so I think Caleb having that duality of his game, I think it's going to be interesting to see like how coordinators decide, what are his weaknesses, what are his strengths, and try to put a defense around that. That's going to be very important that he's able to figure out how defenses are trying to stop him as well. But usually in that first year or two, man, they catch him off guard. And I think he's got a good chance of doing just that.
Do you think he'll win Rookie of the Year one?
He'll be in the position to win it. He's going to be, I always look at it like the Heisman front runner. They get all the pub, and usually the first quarterback that's taken in the draft, they want to give that guy Rookie of the Year or Offensive Rookie of the Year because it makes everyone in the league sound smart. And so he'll have every opportunity to get all those awards at the end of the year NFL banquet.
No doubt. All right. Former NFL quarterback Sean King, he's been on Coach JB's show as well, and Coach JB have all said this. They have questioned Caleb's ability to handle adversity. Sean King had this to say. I wanted to hear what you had to say about this.
Caleb's talented. I have no idea how Caleb's going to handle adversity. I was told from people I trust within that SC organization, the only person he communicated with was Lincoln.
I've been told the same thing. I got friends on that staff.
Really?
Same thing.
Yes, he didn't even have any communication with Cliff Kingsbury. Nope. Like it was just Lincoln and Caleb. Nobody else could talk to Caleb.
What?
I don't know. Yes, I don't know how that's going to play out.
Smitty, I heard it's an absolute shit show.
Yeah, he's questioning whether he can handle the adversity. I mean, we've seen the issues of him going and crying in the sands and going, after losing to Utah and, just his overall demeanor after Notre Dame. Do you think Caleb Williams will be able to handle the adversity in the NFL?
Well, I think he'll have all the resources to handle the adversity, right? So however he handles it, I think it's going to be a work in progress. I don't think he's going to come in ready to handle it all. I think he's going to have some adversity come his way, and he's going to have to work through it. And I think that the way that they work through it will be very important. A lot of times when the quarterback makes a mistake and the head coach goes in front of the media and the head coach takes the responsibility for the mistake, those type of things give the quarterback confidence that, okay, these guys aren't trying to throw me under the bus. I can trust these guys to be vulnerable and try to make the best headway I can. But it's those little things. It's those little things that make the trust between the coach and player extend a lot further down the season. So I think how they work through it during the season is going to be important, and it's going to be just as important what he says when a coach calls a bad call and they go out and run a bad play and shit hits the fan. Will he say, hey, that's on me? That's my bad. I should have done X, Y, and Z. Or is he going to say, similar to what Justin Fields said, I'm just doing what the play is called. I'm just doing what coach tells me to do. Well, that's how you start off with a rocky relationship when there's blame going back and forth in the media. So how
Right.
they handle that is going to be very important.
No doubt. No doubt. Do you think that he'll struggle being away from Lincoln Riley? I mean, he's been with Lincoln Riley since he's been in Oklahoma. So that's the last couple of years. Do you think he'll struggle being under Eberflus and now former Seahawks offensive coordinator coming down, Shane Waldron? Do you think he'll have to adjust to new coaches? Do you think he'll struggle being away from Lincoln Riley?
Well, I think any transition, there's going to be some challenges, right? Like there's always going to be that, you feel like you're alone. You feel like you don't have the person that you normally talk to. But these little devices work wonders. These things work wonders, and they keep a lot of people closer together than they are, in terms of distance. And as long as he can reach out and have that unbiased filter and just tell me what's up, tell me what you see. I think that helps as well. But relationships, you cannot fake them and you cannot force them. Everyone will see that it's being forced, and that's never good when you're trying to create something long term. Let it be what it is, but understand you got to protect each other. And maybe Eberflus will reach out and call some of his college coaches and get some recommendations on how to handle him while he's having certain challenges and adversities.
No doubt. No doubt. So now I got another question for you in terms of Caleb Williams' leadership. He's coming in as a rookie quarterback coming into Chicago Bears locker room. I mean, you got all kinds of characters in there, obviously. He's displayed some behavior that some would call, fruity or,
Spicy.
Yeah, exactly. That's an interesting behavior. I mean, you see here, he's at the USC game. Looks like he's got lipstick and a pink phone. You see him here in a dress and stuff, and all this painted nails. Do you think players in the locker room will be able to respect that?
Well, I'll tell you this. If he comes out there and he slings that football to the right guy and he plays at a high level, you might have a few more guys with pink phones on that team, because that's what it comes down to. If you go out there and you perform on the field, they'll figure out a way to fit your personality in. Okay. It's like, okay, this is just what it is. But if he has these little weird tendencies that other people deem strange, and then he's throwing the ball to the other team and there's no success,
Right.
those things are going to become glaring, very, very big and very, very important. So, it's always, they say that winning cures all, and playing well cures all. If you go out there and you really elevate this team, and the team can see, all right, we've got something that we can now add to. This is, having a good team is like gumbo, but the quarterback is the roux. They make everything go together, everything kind of, bounce off of each other. So if he can be that piece and be steady, not up and down, just consistent, man, they'll find a way to fit his personality traits in along the way.
No, I agree with you. You raise a great point there. Final question I have for you. As a former Bear, do you feel as though the Bears made the right decision in trading Justin Fields for Caleb Williams? And now I want you to think about this. The last Bears playoff victory, I don't know if you remember this, was in 2011 against the Seahawks, actually. I don't know if you remember seeing this play, but this is their last playoff victory. Since this game, they've only played in 2 playoff games, I believe, and both were losses. Do you think Caleb Williams is that guy to lead the Bears to a playoff victory and, put them in playoff contention?
Man, it's just such a long season and so many different things can happen. Again, just from a pure talent standpoint, I think he's got the tools. But we know in the NFL that it's not just about talent; it's about the intangibles. Can you make other guys follow you? Can you lead without talking? There's just so many variables. I wish the kid the very best. I hope he gets the Bears into the postseason, because the Bears hasn't been on fire since we left in 2006 and took that team to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman. We came up short, but we got a glimpse to see like what Chicago looks like with the winner. Chicago is an amazing town, and it just seems like everything is right in the world. You got, teams like or cities like Boston, New York, LA, Chicago. When Chicago's in the mix, that's when you're cooking with grease. So I think he has to understand the opportunity he has here, because if you're the man in Chicago, you don't have to be the man anywhere else, man. Chicago is a great city.
Well, there you have it. Do you think Caleb Williams makes the Bears a playoff contender? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss any content from Bailey Price Media. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.